and 350 health. So that's about 25 seconds for one Viking to take down one Colossi, or 8 seconds for 3 Vikings to take out one Colossi. That is a very long time in StarCraft, and I would definitely think that is something Blizzard needs to address. They should be more fragile, I think, because sometimes Terran players can overcommit on Vikings and they don't have enough ground forces to deal with the Colossi threat. Meanwhile, we do see that... Oh, this is interesting. Beastyqt is the only Terran player I've seen so far who sends out a sacrificial Marine doing his duty to scout out the size of the Protoss force. And looks like PW is keeping his stalkers out in front to deal with any Viking harass, which he wisely does. Meanwhile, we do see that Quick Trip's income has skyrocketed to almost double what PW has, and that should play out a decisive advantage a few minutes in a few minutes, and we'll just have to see how Quick Trip responds to these Colossi, because right now 4 Colossi is about the point where the Protoss Death Ball reaches a critical mass and can basically destroy anything on the ground except, you know, an equivalent sized Protoss Death Ball. And we do see PW is getting his gold expansion, and that medevac is heavily damaged. He will probably go back to base for repairs. Meanwhile, we do see Ralphie guarding his expansion. He definitely doesn't want to lose those Colossi to this force of Vikings, and right now I think Quick Trip has a decisive lead. He has his third already up with heavy saturation, especially from all those mules. And right now, if we look at what's being researched, we do see a Ghost is on the way. Oh, Mobius reactor, really? I really don't see the use in that. Psionic Storm is being researched for Ralphie, so that should help him once he gets Templar out on the field. He is warping in 1 right now. Meanwhile, there's no meanwhile. Both players are hesitant to commit their army to this attack. Right now, I think Quick Trip has overcommitted on Vikings. He has a lot of them. About, yes, 13 Vikings, and he doesn't have enough ground forces, I don't think, to deal with this force of Zealots, Stalkers, and Colossi. So this, and he is moving out with a force of 14 Vikings and a bunch of Marine Marauders. So we'll just have to see how he deals with this threat. Oh, and take a look at this. We do have a force of 4 Marauders going in simultaneously, and these Vikings are going to go with these Colossi, and oh wow, he has taken 2 Colossi out at heavy expense. He's lost, I think, 5 Vikings. So, anyways, oh, this is going to be the decisive battle, and let's see. Is he gonna get any storm up? It's hard to say. And that storm did not do much damage, but right now, I think army style. Yeah, good storm by Ralphie, but he is going to mop up this Protoss ground force, I think. And oh, he should really commit these Vikings into the very land of, because right now they've done their duty and have dealt with those Colossi. So, alright, we do see a Thor on the way, so it does look like he is going to transition into a combined arms tactic, which is very smart, especially against Protoss players. And Thors are very effective against most Protoss units, so it will be interesting to see what kind of impact that does. And right now, if we take a look at the units lost, it has definitely gone well for Quick Trip. The exchange ratio is about 1.5 to 1, which is very, very good for a Terran player, especially in the late game. And right now, this is interesting. We see Archon being merged in. I'm not sure if that is the right thing to do. He should save up for another storm and then merge. Because Archon are actually very terrible against Marine Marauders, because the Marauders slow down the Archon, which should be massive units, by the way, but they aren't. And yeah, Archons just aren't very good against Terran players. Meanwhile, we do see that he has a pair of Thors ready to do some damage, and let's see, he hasn't really built up his Viking force. I guess he realizes that PW is going to... Oh, take a look at these Thors. They are not doing a lot of damage, and right now not good for Quick Trip, but he does still have quite a bunch of infantry, and this is interesting to see. It does look like the battle has been pretty even in terms of units lost. And what is Beastyqt doing, man? He needs to go after these High Templar and Archon. Those are going to flee away, live to fight another day, and that was a big mistake in my opinion. Meanwhile, oh wow, I completely missed this. He does have his 4th base going up, and this guy, Ralphie's 4th base is going up as well, but we already see that Quick Trip has huge saturation on his 4th base. So right now we do see he has maintained a sizable economic lead for most of the game. And this is extraordinary play by Quick Trip. I definitely need to take some pages out of his playbook because he is playing a very, very good game right now. And right now, oh, very, very good use of Psionic Storm. I mean, excuse me, EMP, but he was only able to get one Templar, and another Archon is working. This is interesting to say the least. And we have 3 Ghosts EMPing, but I mean, he was still able to get off a lot of swarms. But if we take a look at the army size, he has lost so much. PW, I think, is done. Right now, all Beastyqt needs to do is just push out, and he is going to win this game. He's already taken out the gold expansion. Yeah, Quick Trip has got the first game. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is a 5-game series. And yeah, Quick Trip is going to take this series. So very, very good play by the Terran player. I am duly impressed. This is extraordinarily high-level play for a Terran player, especially in the late game. He has done so well countering PW's attacks, and even though I think Psionic Storm is a bit overpowered, he just has the Divine Arm. Yes, PW is going to GG out. This was a very, very good game by Quick Trip. I am extremely impressed, and I definitely need to review this replay by myself without commentating to see what I might have missed, because I am a Terran-only player, and I could learn a lot from what he has to offer, because this was a very good game by Quick Trip. And that's it for this commentary. I will be casting Game 2 shortly after this, so stay tuned. This is Rapier signing off.